What's up guys? Today we're going to be installing some Rubicon rails we picked up, and we're going to try to cut them as best as we can to go with the fender flow. I'll explain that here in a second, but it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully we don't have to get into all the mounting brackets and stuff when we cut it, but we're going to try to mock it up, line it up, tape it off, mark it, and then cut it where we need to where we think is going to look best, and obviously provide clearance, because we don't like how they come with you know, stock and stuff. They go like underneath the fender flare, so we don't really like that look. So we're gonna, you know, add these, have a little bit of extra protection off-road on the rocker panel, and obviously look a little bit better to hide that pinch seam back there. So that's gonna help with the cosmetics a little bit too as well, so it won't look so bare, and all around be a little bit better than nothing, obviously, until we get some you know, actual rocker skins, rocker armor, all that good stuff. But it's a little pricey for us right now, so this is what we're rolling with for right now. We just happened to roll across an opportunity to get some. Just picked up some Rubicon rails, and we are going to be trimming them pretty good up in here, possibly. And check out this Gladiator 45s. It's pretty large. It's got an R-Tech truss and gusset kit, 513s, Evo lift, and drive shafts. So here they are, just mocked up stock. I mean, they look good, don't get me wrong, but you know, that dimensional edge it has right there, it looks really great. And then obviously continuing the matte black offset on everything else, you know, fenders in the top. But definitely not digging how far it sticks out. Like, look at that, to me anyway. But you know, it's just personal preference, so we're gonna chop it right there at the fender, front and back, and be good to go. Alright, so what I did was used some tape, lined it up with the fender line, and then just dropped it down straight onto the rail, and I'll be cutting on the outside. So it'll just be on the outside of this main body bolt bracket, so it'll get rid of this little 10mm, but that's fine. It does not matter to us. They are. Took off a few pounds. They're actually a lot lighter when lifting them up. So I just sprayed the ends of them, the raw metal, with some BHT. So that's good and won't rust. So I'm going to worry about the caps and stuff later on. So this one on the back turned out a little bit short, which is okay, because it'll leave a lot more clearance right here in this area and make the wheelbase look longer. So I mean, it's in that general facility there of the fender flare region, so no worries on that. So definitely looks pretty good on the front there. So I mean, it lines up with the fender contour there, so I mean, that looks great. So you know, if you look at it from like the front corner angles is what's really going to matter. So you know, in pictures and stuff, it's going to need to look aggressive. So you know, this is gonna be lined up, and then the main thing is this. So I was going to cut it back a lot shorter anyways,
just to have that appearance clearance right there. Like a rock slider or a Rubicon rail in this case, sticking out too far and, you know, covering the tire. So, you know, if we're trying to go for this like a stance look, we do not want that Rubicon rail protruding in front of that. You know, this is one of the main angles that we film from, take pictures from, so that is what lines up perfectly. Adjust the wheel situation here. So with the methods, we have been talking about ring spacers here, and we have them now. So we have 3 sets of them. So we're going to do the front tires first and then get those balanced afterwards, and hopefully have no wobble. So hopefully that'll take care of it. These are aluminum, it looks like, and there are 4 pieces. So that's for 1 wheel. So what we got to do is take the air out of the tire, pull the ring off evenly, make sure that none of the bolts get hung up or cross-thread or anything weird. I mean, you can tell the bead of the tire comes out to right here, so it'll probably compensate for this extra space gap right here. Just kind of see how it goes, but that's what we're up to right now. And it's going to be this one, the passenger front tire, which is actually low on air right now because of that. I went on a road trip this weekend, and you can tell it's low on air just by looking at the sidewall. So I have some McGuire's wheel and tire cleaner right here, and not really cleaning the tire as much, but just getting all the brake dust and stuff off the wheel. So as you can see, the sun's hitting it right now. Looks like some thread, pieces of threads from the wheel. Alright guys, there it is, final product. Added a little bit of clear to it. Turned out really good, I think, honestly, just for, you know, slapping it on there. So not bad. Also painted the ring black, got a fresh coat on that, so that looks good and fresh. No issues there. It looks like it's true original color, so we're good to go there again. I'm really happy with how the paint turned out, so letting it dry here for a minute, and then I'm gonna wheel it back in and then start trying to figure out where these ring spacers bolt up to. All right, so they just pop on there obviously, so 4 pieces very easily, and then the ring just sits on top of them. So, and as you can see, it's gonna be raising the ring up, you know, that much. So we'll see where the ring finally sits. Gotta sort through all the washers and everything, get those popped in. Alright, so edited up to about 28 psi, and we'll see if it leaks. The ring spacers now, so you can tell there's just like a little bit of gap right there. It's honestly not that bad, you can't even notice it, and it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So very happy with how it's turned out, and with the fresh paint it does look very, very good, guys. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, looking at this and looking at that is a lot different. So I mean, it's the same color, it's just like a matte texture almost, and it's not really as shiny as it was when we first painted them, but we never put clear coat on them when we first painted them. So I mean, just look at the difference. It really makes the color pop, especially them being clean helps a lot too. So I honestly cannot wait to do the rest of them. So that's what's coming next for these. Very pleased with how they turned out. You know, it looks like powder coat. It looks really good. So I mean, you know, if you get up really close to it, you know, you can tell there's some imperfections, but I mean, who's complaining with a do-it-yourself job like that? So it's honestly not too bad. And I'm also debating on leaving the center caps out, because I'm gonna see how that looks. And because, you know, I've always really favored that look, other than having the slabs. Any other wheel though, I never like center caps. I like seeing that axle hub nut there. So it's just the method ones, they stick out so far. They make them a lot more low profile, but I don't have all 4 of those. So it's I think it's a little bit more of a rugged, tough, clean look. So definitely gonna give it a try and see what we think. The tuner, or not the tuner, I should say, the calibrator, the super chips, doing very well. Set the tire size to 38.75, and I don't know, something like that, but that was what gave us the true speedometer, and that's what's going to give us our true mileage readage, so we don't rack up too many miles too quick. Okay guys, honestly, I really like this a lot. Taking the rings off, adding clear, you know, getting the ring nice back to its color, and then putting the ring spacers in, honestly, like, changed everything. And then also leaving the center caps out, so it's like, I think it looks really good now. It just matches the Jeep so much better. And you can see the ring spacers, you know, if you get close, you can see the silver right there. So definitely have a lot better peace of mind about that now. And honestly, you know, if they drive good and end up balancing out, I do really like the look of this so far. So very happy with it, guys.